Hello, fellow readers. Welcome to my YouTube channel where the star is the book. Today I would like to bring to your attention this little novel, Cadavre Exquis. The English title for this being Tender is the Flesh. It's a novel written in 2017 by the Argentinian author Agustina Bazterrica. So, first off, I'd like to apologize to all my vegetarian and vegan friends for what's about to follow. Believe me, what a punch in the gut of my personal convictions reading this book was. So what's the main premise of the book? A disease has spread and contaminated all animals, and thus rendering meat consumption by humans poisonous and impossible. In order to try and contain the spread of the virus, the book even talks about the fact that people have had to kill off their own pets. Can you imagine how heartbreaking that would have been? Listen to this on page 17 and you'll get a glimpse of how this future is. After the great bacteriological war, the world changed irreversibly. We tested vaccines, antidotes, but the virus resisted and then changed. You recalled articles about the vengeance of vegan and about acts of violence against animals, and now doctors on the TV explained how to compensate for protein needs, and journalists who confirmed that there was no possible treatment against the animal virus. Sounds a bit like COVID, right? So, right off the bat, the first humans start to be eaten. Those first humans are those safeguarded by moral, the immigrants, the homeless people. But of course, as all history books will teach you, morality is never really a safe haven in times of distress. So, sensing the unrest, the governments prepare a transition. The goal of that transition is to render cannibalism legal. How do governments do that? They start by controlling the language. The humans that are being bred for consumption, they even cut out their vocal cords, are no longer allowed to be humans. They are no longer allowed to be called humans. They're called special meat. Some people believe that the virus is a scam, a political ruse in order to try and contain overpopulation and pollution. Listen to this on page 19. The planet could burst at any moment. Either it will burst or will die of some epidemic, but we'll soon find ourselves without food, without water, without air. Real ominous words. The main character of the book is Marcos Tejo. Marcos seems to be the only sensitive individual left in this future, but he supervises a slaughterhouse. As you can imagine, his life is far from easy. And to make matters worse, he even recently lost a child. Listen to this on page 29. The book is filled of one-liners that are really amazing. Page 29. Trying to detach the misfit that Marcos Tejo is in this society. Sometimes you just have to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. So you can see Marcos Tejo is a modern-day titan. You can imagine what ensues in the book when Marcos is presented by a supplier with a young lady. Special meat. So what are the main talking points about the book? I found that the people who are described in the book in some sort of position of authority, they seem to be almost animal-minded. They are the most basic, the most instinctive, the most ruthless, the most savage individuals, the most immoral individuals. And I wonder if that isn't also a symbol of what type of personality tends to run the show and pull the strings of the world. Maybe the most adaptable and the most immoral amongst ourselves, the most animal-like individuals. And I'm sorry, but that's probably the main reason why poets and dreamers will never run anything. But, however, It's the ability to feel pain that preserves our kindness. Listen to this on page 103. Without sadness, he had nothing left. So you can see, with this sadness, Marcos really stands apart from the rest of the society presented in this book. Another interesting talking point I've found about the book is that there's no way around it. To eat is to kill. Animal concern is really heartwarming, and rightly so. It's on the political agenda, animal rights right now. But the chain of supply really doesn't give a damn. We all conveniently forget animal rights when it's time to eat. Another interesting talking point I found about the book is about the limitations of language. Animal means sometimes so much more than just the mere word animal, and human sometimes means so much less than the word human. So, to sum up, this is a thought-provoking book. Believe me, the ending, I was not expecting it, not in a million years. It completely caught me off guard. So, that's about it. Hope to see you again for our next video. And until then, please read on. It's like being a white belt of the mind, stepping in the dojo with all the black belts of genius. See ya!